Yo, what's good, everyone? This is Yo Boxing with Madiba, and we're here to talk about the rumors of Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and negotiations to fight in June. So recently, Spectrum TV, an American internet television service, released their pay-per-view schedule, and on that schedule is Spence versus Crawford. It's listed as Event Boxing to be determined June. Spence versus Crawford. Date June. Price $74.99. And this piece of information has gotten the boxing world talking about Spence versus Crawford again. But is it true or is it a mistake? Is the fight official or are they in negotiations? I don't know. No one knows. Personally, I have my doubts that this is true. The pay-per-view schedule that Spectrum has appears to be correct for the most part, but what stands out to me the most is the Canelo event. Canelo's listed opponent is to be determined, but it's been confirmed that John Ryder will be Canelo's next opponent, and it's been this way for a long time. So, why is Ryder not listed? It makes no sense. Furthermore, Spence vs. Crawford has been long overdue, and I need to see official announcements to actually believe that they're fighting in June. To be honest, I need to see them in the ring first to actually believe that this fight is actually true, because something similar happened last year. They said that they were in negotiations and that the fight was going to happen in November, but nothing happened. However, I do believe that they may be in some type of negotiations. There might be a chance that they are, and there's two reasons why I believe they might be in some type of negotiations. The first reason is we have not heard any new updates regarding Spence versus Thurman. That fight was first announced in January with a target date in April. The fight was going to be at 154 and it was going to be a non-title bout. But ever since then, we pretty much heard nothing about that fight. No official announcements or confirmations, nothing. Usually, Showtime and the PBC will put out a schedule for the confirmed fights, especially pay-per-view ones, but Spence vs. Thurman has not been scheduled. Additionally, there's been no words from Spence or Thurman regarding the fight. These guys don't really like each other, and you would assume that there would be some type of back and forth, but there's nothing. So, is this fight actually going to happen? Well, we can't say at this moment. You have to remember, Spence never wanted to fight Thurman. It's not because he was ducking him or he was scared. It was because Thurman never gave Spence the chance to fight when Thurman was the man and champion at welterweight. Furthermore, Spence has spent his entire career at welterweight, and he has stated multiple times that he wants to collect all the belts at welterweight. So, why would Spence want to fight a guy he doesn't want to do business with in a different weight class for no belt? Based on those circumstances, it's not far-fetched to think that Spence would rather negotiate with Crawford than fight Thurman. The second reason is that Crawford is a free agent and he currently has no opponents. Crawford's last fight was in December against David Avanesian, and that was a stay busy, make some quick money type of fight. His next opponent will most likely be Alexis Roca. But as of right now, Crawford is not mandated to fight Roca, so Crawford is free to do whatever he wants. What we do know is that Crawford wants this fight with Spence, and Crawford has stated that he's willing to renegotiate with Al Heyman and Showtime to make this fight. According to Crawford, the main reason why the negotiations failed in the first place is because there was no guaranteed purse and no transparency regarding the contracts. But Crawford reportedly earned $10 million against Avanesian. He sold out the crowd, and he sold 120K pay-per-views. And he's also expressed that he still wants to fight Spence. With those numbers and Crawford's interest in the fight, Al Heyman and Showtime may be willing to renegotiate and give in to Crawford's demand in order to make this Spence versus Crawford fight. Spence versus Crawford is a fight that the boxing world needs, the boxing world wants. It's been long overdue, but there's still time to make this fight. But who knows? This is boxing. Anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with Yo Boxing with Madiba. Hit like and subscribe, and more content's coming your way.